Hey guys, welcome into the PuggoReborn channel. Today we're going to be talking about Update 5. This is the final of the 3 installments here. And so if you want to see the other ones, talking about Soviets, our thoughts between Sir Jellybean and I with the Soviets and the Germans, go check that out. I'll leave it in the description section below. But otherwise, right now we're going to talk about the doctrines. We're going to talk about the like the new effects on map and stuff, the destruction, all that stuff. So stay tuned with that. For starters here, well actually, Sir Jellybean?
Hello.
There we go. Hey, sorry, I'm horrible at introductions. He's my man. But yeah, so one of the cool things, if you've done the doctrines before, once you pick a faction, you can pick your doctrine. Now, what I'm loving about this is not only can you choose your doctrine now, but the quality of life is that you can actually see what's in the doctrine. So if there's something you really want to work towards or something you're missing, like, especially for a guy like me who I use this to, to make videos and stuff and showcase some things. And so for me, it's like it's a huge deal. Like I can see everything.
It's massive, really, because we used to have to, when I played with Sheba has to just have them up on a separate page and tell me what the special units were. So when we were trying to do a PvP, you spend about 5 minutes trying to find a doctrine, and it's like, oh wait, no, that doesn't have that tank. So it's really, really good.
Yeah, just incredible, dude.
And,
yeah.
And as you switch through early, middle, and late, obviously the doctrines change a lot. So it really used to have 3 pages to do it.
It's crazy. Yeah, that's just so. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, but that's why this is such a big deal. And I'm just looking at like the preview of what you're getting. This is just wild.
So yeah, also another thing is each doctrine now has not just different special units, but different infantry support and armor available. So like all round, we'll have completely different infantry choices compared to offensive. So all round, there's about 20 different squads. Offensive has about, I think it's about 10. But as you hover over as well, it'll tell you what they have in it. But it means now the doctrines aren't just different unit vehicles; they are actually completely different, which is really good.
Yeah, huge deal. And so far, what I'm looking at right now, you can definitely tell. I mean, these special units and so on, what you can get out of it.
Massive.
A lot of the new units and stuff. Yeah, you get to actually get a really good variety. I do love that they have like the recon now. They have a special recon, heavy recon or scout recon squad. It's got a bazooka and oh my gosh, everything.
And they have, I've noticed like here they've got 4 different types of Gerber squad. So basically they're just slightly different, but they'll have maybe like a bit more AT. So you can kind of tailor your squads, but also they added randomization. So now when you buy 2 infantry squads, they might all have the exact same weapons. Like sometimes there might be like a guy in there with a sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that gives a bit more randomness to the online. So you can't just always play the best meta squads. There's actually a bit of a risk to it, which is kind of cool.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Sorry, I'm like drooling right now, man. This stuff is fantastic.
That's just part of your condition.
Well, I mean, hey, you know what I mean? You get hit in the head a few times or born that way. Hey, it is what it is. But
the only bad thing is you still need the Scorched Earth DLC for the support doctrine.
Yeah.
Which I think Scorched Earth adds loads of missions. I don't think they should be locking that support doctrine behind it because it's a bit unfair because like for instance for the Germans that gets you the Jagdpanzer, which is obviously very powerful. So I think for online you should be able to get that anyway, even if you haven't got that DLC.
Can you do me one favor? Can you do War Stage like mid?
Yeah, switch just there.
Just want to see it real quick. See what.
It's quite a big difference vehicle-wise as well. The Germans are probably they're very weak early and mid compared to the Russians, and then late they go powerful.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can definitely tell big difference here. Just checking out the units here. I wish I could. The only thing I wish I could do is I wish I could change the doctrine from within the information doctrine.
Yeah, that'd be a lot better.
That would be ideal for checking this out.
Step in the right direction, massive for Barbwire Studios because good studio, terrible for quality of life changes. So this is a massive thumbs up.
Good night. Even for like, yeah. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. I'm just showcasing right now. I'm just showcasing what's here, so that way everybody can see it. So. You know what?
But
if I was to do this, I would do the offensive because the offensive doctrine in the mid, because you have the Yag-10, you get the KV-2 and the big cannon, and then you also get the BM-8.
I like support mate because you get the Carl Siege mortar. 60 centimeter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here's the Bradley. Well, yeah. So the Lend-Lease.
Yeah. Great for just breaking. A regular is pretty good as well because I think you get Nurbles, but you also get the, which you can't get in Conquest, which is annoying. It's the KV-1 with the 7.5 centimeter German gun on.
Okay.
So there's certain units in multiplayer that you don't get in Conquest still, and that's one. It's the PZKP FW KV-1B, but it's basically got that powerful pack, powerful 7.5 centimeter gun on, but the KV chassis, which is really cool.
Okay, and can you switch to the early now?
Yep, onto the early.
Okay, so all-rounder here. Let's see what we get early on. Still get the KV-1 there. Pretty vanilla, I would say. That's
Russia's definitely stronger early though.
Yeah. Early it's ridiculous. I mean, that's
the Germans' max strength of tanks early is a Panzer 4D, which is like 30 armor max.
Right.
It's terrible.
Not a huge fan of the defense. Yeah, no, it's not so bad actually.
The Germans do have the advantage of, like, apart from the T-34 and the KV, that's the only thing the Russians really have advantage-wise. But you do have some pretty good infantry, the Germans. I give them that.
Yeah. So if you guys do want, while I'm doing this, if you want to pause it and kind of check out what I'm looking at here, by all means do that. I just want to make sure everybody can see what's going on here. So cool. Key logistics. What are these trucks here? Okay, the AA guns. You get 2 rifles. So 3 AA gun. Wow. Yep. Okay. Well.
Key logistics will get you.
Yeah.
I know for the Germans it brings you just 2 supply trucks, but it's actually pretty useful if you're struggling.
And then can you switch so I can see the Germans? I'm just gonna fly right through this here quick.
Just switching now.
Yep. Okay. Yep. So I know this is probably where you guys want to see. Let's go over the basic squads here. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I'm just excited, like with the U.S. being added in here, to add to this. Man, it's gonna be ridiculous, man.
Yeah, I think the balancing of it's gonna be a key thing because they've got. The US is a bit weird one. They've got really good medium stuff, but even things like the Persian, it was never stacked up to the IS-2 or the Tiger. It had a powerful gun, but armor-wise, it was 90 mils max.
Sure.
So unless they had some of the experimental stuff, the Americans will struggle late war with the things like King Tiger or the IS-2. Just can't really compare armor-wise. So the Persian was like it was just like a really souped-up tank destroyer.
Yeah. Okay, you want to go to mid real quick for me? Thank you, sir.
That's how people describe you, mid. I say, no, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
I mean, he's very mid, you know? Like,
who do you call him mid? He's only mid of the country. It's where he lives.
He's going into madness.
Oh, yeah, it's too much. Jellybeanitis. It's lethal.
Sorry. Almost done here.
Stop. Oh, I noticed nice to see the new units in the Doctrines as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
the Soviets have got a lot of them, man. A lot of the Soviets seem to have a.
So on mid, the irregular Doctrine's got the SU-100Y, which is that really weird, like Soviet KV-2 looking thing with a 100mm gun.
Yeah.
I think you fight it in one of the campaign missions, but it's really cool that they've got those kind of one-off vehicles in.
Hell yeah. You want to do late now?
Yep.
Perfect.
I'm always late.
Always late. Oh, not that. There we go. Yeah. Stuka. The Stuka. Right off the bat, you can get that flat Jagdpanzer, so that'd be cool. You want to try it out, there's the way to do it. If anybody who's unsure about it,
don't do it.
Don't do it. You'll be consumed. You'll think you got something good, and then you won't.
I think the Jagdpanzer's armor is going to be okay, but it's just the guns underwhelming. When the L60 comes, that'll be the big one.
Ace Tiger. A lot of people are going to go irregular. I can tell you that right now.
The Ace Tiger. To be fair, having the extra crew doesn't make the gunfire any quicker or anything.
No, but I think there's.
No, and Remember, you know, in these doctrines, you only get so many doctrine points,
Oh,
so
I
because
guess
you can
that's
buy
true.
tigers. Fun?
Oh, I was just looking at the next one. Sorry, keep going. You're good.
Yeah, because you can buy the tiger with manpower. Spending doctrine points on an ace tiger is actually a waste when you can buy. For instance, if you're on a regular, you can, there's other things that you can't get on the standard list with your special points.
Mm.
So I'd never say go for an ace tiger when you can just buy a tiger for manpower. Use them for things like, Neville Werfers or air support or, things that you can't buy on the normal doctrine list.
Mm. All right, guys. Now that we're in the match here, things have happened. We were having a little bit of fun, but we want to go over we're gonna start with the suppression mechanic. Let's start on your right side. Get your little shitter. Oh, he's got your little pilot. He's hiding in a bush.
He's still alive. He's still alive. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So, anyways,
that was dirty.
it's very dirty. Okay. All right. So we got it so that nobody's attacking each other. We want to show you guys the suppression mechanic. It is a little
Not
well,
great.
It's not great. All right. So why don't you stand up, guys? Okay. Why don't you start? Get out of that point. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? So how this works is if you look at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen here, you get the attack options, and on the far right-hand side it says suppression fire. Okay, unleashes intense firepower at an overall vicinity of the designated target or location for 60 seconds. So essentially, I would do this just in the area of soldiers. Now, exactly I can guess he's got soldiers a little bit spread out, so I'll take the soldier on the left. And so as you can see, it's literally suppressing that one side, and they're just eating. Now here's it's interesting. If you watch Sir Jellybean, his other forces are running forward, and everyone's set to not fire, right?
Yeah, mine is set to not fire. You put yours on fire at will.
Yeah. But no, mine are not at fire at will. They're just suppressing.
So put them on fire at will as well. Put them on fire at will.
Got it.
But they're ignoring the right side until the left. They're still firing at the suppression, which means my troops can literally get into your face.
Yeah. So they will not. They're not.
Just do that.
Yeah, they're not prioritizing. And see, now all he has to do is put them on fire at will, and all of a sudden they come after us. But now I'm completely out of ammo with some of these guys.
Oh.
Well, what the hell? No, I did not. I did not. They just. Nice. Okay. Well, at least they did something.
But what I'm saying, I'm saying is basically it's just an attack ground that lasts 60 seconds, but they absolutely ignore all the rest of the AI. Unless we're doing something massively wrong, it means suppression's basically pretty useless.
Yeah.
And like you said, you go through ammo very quickly. Like those PPSHs, you will go through. Oh, you only get, 5 or 6 magazines a man?
Yeah. Yeah, so you're really running out quick. You're going to have... Like, we already know in this game that supplies is such a big deal. Like, having supplies is massive, but, like, we're not using it for soldiers all the time. I mean, yeah, there's times where you need that, especially early on when you're using, a lot of your forces soldiers. But, like, you're using that for stuff that actually matters, like artillery, field guns, etc., right? So now you're just blowing through the ammo, and they're not even defending themselves if a real threat is in their face.
The only thing I could think suppression could be useful for is maybe like... you can't even do it for individual weapons, but if there's the option for like a 50 caliber on the Shermans when they arrive to aim at a window, so if you know the enemy's going to be maybe putting a Panzerschreck in a window or something, you could just keep having it fire. But the AI anyway, when you on fire at will target enemy infantry nearby. Sometimes you have to tell them, but normally they're pretty good at killing. They target what's closest, and that tends to work pretty well.
Yeah.
And you can choose targets anyway. Like if I told my infantry to attack the guy right there, that guy there I've just marked, he will target exactly him. So to be fair, suppression to me just seems not great.
Yeah, I think there has to be more to it. And even this right over here. So if we go to the right side, here's kind of my thought here. If you were to separate these guys up into groups here. So let's say I take this first 3 group here. And I go in here and I use suppression fire on the right side, and then I use the left side with first 3 guys to use suppression fire on the other side. So obviously they're gonna crawl in, they're gonna get suppression fire. So I got a little bit of an area of suppression, And then these other SMG guys here,
But
they can.
if you look at the accuracy of your Suppression Fire, if I just turn my guys on to fire at will,
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like, yeah,
we're demolishing you. Whereas
Right.
if I hold fire now and you just turn all of them on to fire at will, instead of Suppression Fire, if you cancel it and turn them on to fire at will,
Yeah.
I guarantee it'll kill more of mine than they were on Suppression. I know they're SMGs, but
Exactly,
I bet
because
they'll be.
it's killing. This game is time to kill. Time to kill is what's really important here.
And I'll show my guys with rifles suppressing back and going to target just the right side. And yeah, they're hitting a bit, but you see how many rounds are just being thrown, and even though those men are dead, they're just continuously firing on the right. They're ignoring the guy just there in the middle, which is it's really bad.
Yeah. Now, I
to
could
me-
see it as like using just the MG to do it, because you know obviously there's the MG assistant where he can give him extra rounds.
Yeah, it's good for, I guess, if you want continuous suppression fire. But the problem is, if unless they have like all the guys in the exact same spot, as soon as you kill those two guys you're suppressing, all those rounds are then just being wasted.
Yeah.
And the fact that I know if guys are in cover, they sometimes take cover. But there's no proper suppression system. Like if you play Company Heroes and stuff where they have morale and suppression, because they don't have that in Gates of Hell, so there's not really any point of doing suppressing fire because, well, the AI is suicidal, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks cool though. It does.
I mean,
look
it
cool.
looks beautiful. There's just such a lack of understanding as to why or how it could actually be. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is that whole idea of the MG, you know, like just some machine gun, and using the machine gun assistant to, you know,
I
resupply.
thought suppression fire was going to give you an actual like 90-degree cone of arc. So what everyone's been asking for is like, imagine like a cone on your screen where you say, right, my AT gun is going to look just that way, and fire at stuff in that direction.
Yeah.
And like if you had, but they haven't done that. They've done a 60-second attack ground, which like, I'll just demonstrate as well with this AT gun here. If I put suppression fire on it, and so see this T60 over here, I'll put suppression fire just to the left of it. If he's in range, is he in range there? Right. He's now firing there. He's ignoring both the T60s within, 3 meters of the suppression area?
Do it again. Have him keep doing that.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
And he's just going to ignore the T60s. So it's just an attack ground that lasts 60 seconds, and 60 seconds it will turn off, which is, well, crap.
Like, what's the point? And we all know, especially in Conquest, like, that's devastating in Conquest, man. Yeah. Like, you can't... supplies are so vital, especially depending on the difficulty that you're playing under, so... It's, I don't know, maybe I'm having a hard time understanding it, man.
I said a lot of people have asked for it, maybe PvP, meta guys have got a use for it, but I personally don't think it's worth the amount of micro to make it work doesn't seem feasible.
Right.
Not even doable. I don't think you can actually do it unless you're doing like 1,000 clicks a minute.
Right. So the next thing I want to bring up here would be, so the Yag-10 here, Sir Jellybean brought this up, like, hey, you don't want to kill your own truck here. Because when you are firing, you're literally looking through the front of the truck. For more context to this, if you look, you'll see that the barrel is literally sticking right next to the freaking the driver. I mean, yeah, he's one fire from this thing, and literally he's going deaf for life. Like, he's gonna have some PTSD. That's yeah, the end of that. But yeah, I guess he did hop in. So yeah, you can fire though. It actually does. So if I
pump around at the table.
So yeah, that was cool. The shell shot out the back. I will say the face models. Did you check that out?
Yeah, they look better, don't they?
Yeah, they look a lot better as well. So
I've also noticed some of the uniforms seem to have like modern dirt on more, less clean.
That's
great. Cool.
Yep. So like just little, like a lot of little things that are looking a lot better. But yeah, so this thing sucks against. Actually, bring out a scout plane. You might as well.
My guy just rifle butted your guy.
That's fine. Kill him.
That's fine.
Suck it. Yeah, I bet you that was inconvenient, wasn't it? Super inconvenient.
Excuse me. Oh no, don't fight. Punch each other. Come, beat him to death.
Oh my god!
You're a savage.
All right. So did you bring in the plane? Bring in that plane. I want to show people.
Yeah. How many do you want?
One is fine. One should be plenty.
Did you say 1 or 50?
Shoot. You know what? Hold up a second. Gonna have to disable these other trucks here. Because let's just say we had a we had a funny moment here.
As you can see, there's many destroyed planes already.
Yeah, there's plenty of destroyed planes. All right, go ahead. Bring her in.
Coming in.
So this is really important here. Oh, this is really important. He does not automatically target this thing. Well, he wasn't at first. You're gonna notice that he's flying around, and he the way that you're gonna notice that even where he's flying that circle, it's actually pretty decent size. And so this thing is supposed to target it, supposed to take it out. This is literally just a scout plane.
Yeah, if this was a bombing run, you'd be screwed already.
Yeah. See, and he's trying to follow it, but he just does not. He can't lead the shot because he's not fast enough.
Especially on PvP, because in multiplayer, the plane doesn't go to the back like Conquest and bomb. It just comes straight in and bombs you.
Yeah.
So you get one shot probably to shoot it down.
Yeah. And he just cannot. Now, granted, in a straight line, maybe you're getting a better chance, and he is kind of flying right above him and then out. But it's just ridiculous. I don't know why.
Do you want me to test if the ammo will detonate if I hit the ammo storage?
Yeah. Let me drive out here so it's not.
Yeah. Not gonna hit the T60s.
So we were talking about if you watch the other videos.
That's perfect. Leave it there.
Yeah, that's all right.
So I've aimed at the back seat.
Before you do it, let me just. So if you look, just in case you didn't see the other video, guys, these are the storage for the actual shells. So we were wondering if you hit them, if it's gonna blow up and blow up big time. So go ahead when you're ready. Okay, you hit, but it did not.
I'll try a high explosive anti-tank shell.
Yep.
See if that helps.
Yep.
But it definitely hit the storage.
It's gonna blow it up. I mean, it should.
But if it's
no, it just wow, and it's still oper.
So let's try at the front. Oh, it did pop, but it didn't.
Jeez, that was rough.
It didn't properly explode. It's not like detonated, has it? So...
I even know. Yeah, no, yeah. Sorry.
Jesus, look at the wheels at the front. It's gained 2 wheels.
It did. Where'd that? Oh no! It came off. It came out the back axle.
Oh right.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, yeah, that's a bit of a shame that it's not got.
Yeah, because when you have exposed shells, you think that would be pretty good.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So next thing I want to show you guys is the rockets. Actually, you want to bring some soldiers out, clump them together.
Oh yeah, sure. I want my men to die.
Yeah, get a bunch of them and put them off to the side, and then we'll see how it does.
I'll only get 10 squads.
So if you guys didn't see the other video, we do talk about the individual faction and the vehicles that are added to the update 5. So now I'm going to use these rockets. We were talking about how, like, if you look, this thing actually has a really good range, and these rockets are 82.
What's the range?
Let's look at the exact.
Ooh.
Holy hell, dude! I can see past the. It's not giving me.
Go on attack ground, and that'll give you
that's right.
meters.
There we go. Yeah. So I'm over. Looks like. So 290.
That's massive. I will say one thing. I did hit one on the actual rack, and it stuns the rack, so you can potentially stun it.
Yep.
Get up, disable it, and steal it, which is good as well.
While those soldiers are running like that, oh my god.
There's a. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
So that's what you're looking at. Now, granted, that was a really scattered shot. That was a really scattered shot, but like
2 or 3 of them together.
Yeah, no, and they are going to cost quite a bit though. That's the other thing. Let me do this here though. Like we were talking about, if you watch the other video, we did talk about like using this against the tank, for instance, just to see how that would play out. Things got okay speed, nothing crazy. I'm not like wowed by this. Can you clump all the soldiers together? They're like more together.
Yeah.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack this first
Jesus Christ.
So that was supposed to be a straight line strike, and it was very
So
scattered in that area.
Very inaccurate. Yeah, that was
Super inaccurate.
Pretty
so like
useless,
you're not,
actually.
yeah, you're not gonna run up on a tank and use that.
What if I bring the tank a bit forward? You get another one?
Yeah, like let's try it close. Let's just try it close.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what the actual, because this is about 50 mil max armor, but I expect those rockets to do a lot of damage.
So yeah, so all of a sudden, boom! Like if you get a chance like this, he's really close. I need to take the shot. Can I bring the? Now that rack, it took forever to.
Oh, it can't aim that low, so I'll have to let me bring the tank up.
So let's try.
It's terrifying to be shot at with, though.
Okay, hold on a second here.
I just bring it right in
tank.
front of you.
Oh, okay, yep, good. All right.
Is that bad?
See, it is still kind of like it is kind of aiming high is the problem.
Let me.
Wait, no! Don't go any closer. I can't get. See,
I was
like
gonna go uphill, you be downhill, then you can aim up. So if I'm above you, you should be able to hit me better.
Yeah. Here, why don't you? Yeah, it's really weird. Like the aiming is really weird. Like it's going past you. Yeah. Like, there we go. Stay right there. Stay right there.
It's very niche use.
What's going on here? Why is it turning? I'm not even turning it. It's just like naturally turning.
Because it's set forward. It's not on the turret, is it? So it's set.
It's not wanting to.
Forward.
Yeah, it's not wanting to. So like I'm aiming at you, it naturally turns away. Yeah,
Like
it doesn't.
Turn left with the vehicle.
I think it's because
I
think it's because you're so close. It doesn't want me to fire that close. Yeah.
That's super gay.
It's literally turning like look at I'll stop. Okay, now it's letting me. This is the range where it's like, yep.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. That is underwhelming.
That is.
It slightly damaged my tank. At which point, you just go.
That's for failing. Okay.
That's awful. Yeah. Actually, I'm really disappointed with that. To be fair.
Okay. So now I'm gonna just strike on the soldiers here.
Killed a few, but
I mean, like,
do a lot better.
yeah, like, don't get me wrong, this is really cool.
I was bunched about 50 men together, and it's only killed like 20.
So, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna pause real quick. Oh my gosh, we're gonna pause real quick. There is one more truck that has. How many rockets on that thing did it have?
48, I think.
Yeah, 48 rockets of those. So we'll be right back. Okay, guys. So we ended up getting the 48 rocket truck here, pretty much. It's got it's got those same rockets, except 48 of them. So we're gonna start.
That's a lot of rockets.
That's a great deal of rockets. So we're just gonna focus fire on all those soldiers. We'll see, because this is my prediction on this. It's gonna do good, but I think that the idea of this is like, why go to the Katusha based on the points that you have to invest, when you could just use this. And that's just for clearing points, like just purely clearing points. So let's, here we go, let's give it a shot.
Sick. Holy crap.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, dude. That was very accurate. Like, the actual circle, every single shot was in that circle.
The rockets are underwhelming, though.
Very underwhelming, yeah, because like the guy's laying down, you can see a lot of soldiers. There's a lot of dead soldiers, but
I bunched them very close together as well. I expected all of them dead. I bunched them closer, but I'll just put a few on the edges just to see what the spread's like.
Okay, let me know when you're ready, and then I'll.
Yeah. So there's like some in the middle, that kind of big blob that's there. You target there, it'd be nice to see what the spread is. Hold on a sec. Stop moving. Stop it. There you go.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
Yep, fired. Well, Commander.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's nowhere near as good as a 30 centimeter.
Yeah, but, man.
It's cool, but it's just for clearing points and stuff, you'd have to have 2 or 3, and then it's gonna get crazy.
And how long is this? Oh, this one's okay. So one rack is already done being loaded, so you can fire 24 if that's what you got. So that's I mean,
impressive.
that's a pretty cool thing, at least. So you load the first 24, and then you get the last. Now here's the other trick too. We need to see, and the other truck's already ready with 24. So here's what I want to see. We need to use them up, and I want to see how many points it takes to resupply.
Resupply. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do
So
it.
I'll bring a resupply truck over. We'll do another barrage here in a second. Oh.
Excuse me.
I'm just gonna fire this now.
Oh,
Dude, that was me just firing, not.
Yeah, alright. That was crazy.
Holy crap! I mean, if you really want to like, just throw rockets out, that's kind of the way to do it. See, again, that was me just. Interesting. This is me just like moving and firing.
You can drop the rockets out of the ammunition on the screen if you want to get rid of the spares.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so you can drop the spare rockets out.
Okay, it's good. Good call. Good call. Let's back her up. So one of these trucks has 1,000 supplies, as you can see.
Yep.
So let's see what he. Okay. It's gonna take a second to see all the. Holy hell!
Just let everyone know that the walking
take a minute,
Stuka's the walking Stuka's got a range of 250 meters.
Holy crap! This thing is slow.
Yeah, walking Stuka's got 6 30-centimeter rockets loaded in and 12 in his inventory, which is insane.
Well, how many in inventory? 12.
12.
So you're gonna get 3 full. Yeah. Holy shit.
And unlike your little dainty rockets, these things kill.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still rearming. Damn. Okay, well, as of right now, it's about to do a full. Well, it was supposed to do a full rack. It didn't do the full rack. I'm trying to think. Let me do this real quick here. I'll cut some of the stuff out so that way we don't have to wait so long. But so it should be 48.
Waiting,
so there.
I've got the Panzer.
So I got a brand new one out right now, and it has 48 rockets on it, 48 on its side, like just to use. So this can do 2 barrages total without a supply truck. Supply truck is still filling it up right now.
So it's very slow to resupply.
It's a very, 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 very
I bet it's
slow
about
resupply.
50 munitions or
And right now, I would say it's probably 500. Yeah, 500 munitions to fully supply it, based on what we can see so far.
Have you done all your tests for those vehicles done?
Yeah, I think with that, we'll be good. I'm gonna. Do you want me to
Do you want to watch?
What's up?
Do you want to watch the walking Stuka destroy your stuff?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Go for it.
So the walking Stuka's there. So if you want to
do you want me to put more stuff here? You want me to put more? Like...
No. I think this will be a good test.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. So real quick, before you do it, I want to show. So this is what he's talking about. Walking Stuka right here.
Stuka for Sux, which is walking Stuka. It's basically was it 30 centimeter Naval on a truck and fire.
Oh shoot!
Yep. It's a bit slower firing than the other one, but look, it's just decimation, and the spread like that's hit. So all 3 of those trucks are gone.
Incredible, dude. Dude, that is going to be so worth the price.
And like Puggo said, I think you pointed this out in the video. You've got your front machine gun and your back, and they can also aim into the sky. So you've got 2 MGs, armor, and the rocket. So, like you said, Puggo, absolute beast.
Yeah, I mean, this thing does like to that point though. It's like, so it's the MG42s. You got the drum on the back and the belt on the front. So you're gonna have a lot of defense here. On top of like, look how far he was able to cause hell. Like in this, that thing's gonna be fast enough to get in place.
It's quite nippy as well, so you can fire and then run away while you're reloading. Whereas the normal Nurble you've got to tow it, move it.
Yeah.
So this has less crew. That's 4-man. This is a 3-man team, so it's not being impacted on the reload speed by losing a guy to a random shot. So it's actually easier to recrew this as well, which is another little bonus.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's reloaded on the move as well. so you can literally drive around and be reloading those rockets, which is obviously not historically accurate, but cool.
Yeah. And so one of the other things I want to show you guys is like they were talking about the destruction of like the trees and stuff. So if you look at this tree right in front of the tank here, especially the closer you are, like, so as you can see, literally the tree gets cut in half, the leaves go up. This is the new super low freaking Jagdpanzer. So if you want to do it, go ahead. If you want to hit a tree or something.
Yeah, there's a tree. So, just there. Sorry, Greenpeace.
Yeah, so.
And the best thing about the Jagdpanzer is the smoke launcher. Bob.
Nope.
Just popping launchers out the top.
Yeah. Do you want to, what ammunition do you have in that thing?
You've got, so you get 42 armor-piercing standard rounds, 2 armor-piercing composite rigid. I think you get 22 but 24 high explosive, and you get 8 high explosive anti-tank. And you get 6 smoke rounds, satchel charge, and machine gun bullets, and some mechanical kits.
Yeah.
So I will give it one thing: it's got a hell of a lot of ammo, and even though I don't think it's as good as a Panzer IV, just for the price, the sloped armor and the 100 meters 100 mils does mean it's really tough. Like, it is gonna be able to, like, what have you got there? Is that an IS-2?
No, I wasn't.
I survived.
Now here's the thing, though. When I went to shoot, I ended up having yeah, just hold on right there. Stay right there. See, here's the trick. And for those who don't know, when you aim at any of these vehicles, you see how it shows like that number in green, and then you also get number that's like it turns red and stuff. That is what you can actually penetrate in terms of the armor. So like if I want right now, like I shot at a spot where I can't penetrate, but right here, I can penetrate. It goes straight through, right?
And
so,
even though it's got that 100 armor, I imagine the 100's around the turret mantlet. So either it's sloped and probably better than the Panzer IV. By the time you've got it, it's basically not, an IS-2 or stuff's going right through it, easy peasy.
Yeah. The only
holy crap, it went through the back.
Yeah, dude. The only other thing I'd say about it though, when you were coming down that hill or up there, I did get a few looks at you, and the problem is like it's so low to the ground. That tank is so low that you are gonna have on flat surfaces. You will have some sort of an advantage because the AI isn't perfect at shooting. I mean, you're gonna have shots around you, but not.
For the cost though, I'd rather probably bring a couple of Stugs.
Sure. I'm not disputing that for sure. You're right.
But it looks probably one of the coolest tanks now. It's a very
unique,
cool looking vehicle.
It's a very unique looking vehicle.
I will say the models. I've noticed the model. I look at the damage on that. You see the engine bits come out there. The hatches are. The models are a step up. Like, it's got all the Zimmer on it, magnetic paste. Even the penetration model looks a bit more accurate. So it looks like they've really gone to town on the new models, which is great.
Yeah.
Which I like.
All right, guys. So let's check out the M3 Lee. Now this thing is. I'm excited. Now it crews out 6 guys. When we take it over, right now I have the 5th Browning, or sorry, the 3rd Browning, 30 cal. I shouldn't be saying it like that, but whatever. As you're gonna see, the actual hatch to the tank turns, right? This thing, look how fast this thing is. This is ridiculous. So now you can use this against any aircraft as well. So, but yeah, you're gonna be able to turn this thing around and do some wicked stuff. Next thing, if I press 4 here, you're just gonna get that front turret. Doesn't really go very far. It's really stuck in the middle, so you got to be dead on with it. And then finally, the other Browning is right off the top head. Now, what we really care about here, obviously, I can fire with that 3.7, but it's about the frickin' 7.5. Now, I have the HE shells, but I do want to show you the accuracy on this thing, how close it is. Look at that cone. If I fire, be able to hit these guys. Obviously, that was good timing, by the way. Good timing to stand up, make them do some flips. Okay, I'm gonna actually switch now to the AP shells. So they got HE and just the AP. So let's see. Let's start with Let's start with what tank is that on the side here? Let's start with the Panzer 38. We'll just go with the 38 right there. Now I can penetrate the whole front here. So there you go. Oh my god.
It's a bit rifle grenade.
And
oh, that pent?
Yeah.
Jesus. And what range is that? Is that 100 meters?
That would be...
Yeah, it's 100 meters, easy.
Yeah, 100. So...
Wow, and that's 50 mils of armor straight through.
Yep, and then here we go. We're going to take our next shot here. That do any damage?
Bounced. No.
Okay, let's try again. That does say it should pen. Yep, there we go.
Yep, straight through.
Straight through. Right through the front.
The front transmission as well. So,
okay. And then we'll take one more shot. Kicking, why don't you stay right there?
He's dead.
Dead. That was right at the peak hole. So now we're going to come over here.
Do you want to try the 37mm on the side?
Yeah, we can try that.
Yeah, because it's the same front line as the Stuka basically, but you might want to see if the 37 can.
Oh, wait, where do we want to do here? We're going to go on the side here, so we'll try this.
Yeah, because it's still pretty capable weapon. See what I mean?
Go right in Tank Commander. Yep.
Yeah, and it's damaged the track.
That was the top.
One dead. Excuse me.
Then we have, we'll go towards the front. So that should shoot. So the reason that you want to hit right in that front pocket, if you do have an opening, you can not only kill the gunner, but you can also kill the driver. And that'll launch the tank forward if he's driving. So, alright, so now we'll use the big gun. Ooh, I shot off to the side a little bit there.
Yeah, that's fine. Still doing decent damage.
Yep, so if I go for that peak hole right there, I should have a pretty good... There you go. Actually, it shot a little high. It's shooting I've noticed that it is shooting a little bit higher than...
It does, I think it's because it's in the hull a bit like, you know, the Char B2. Do you want to use that?
Yeah.
But you've crippled the turret anyway, so it's basically...
So now we're going to hit the bigger one up on the hill here. Which one is that?
Oh, that's the KV. That's the converted KV. Okay. You got no chance of penetrating that.
Says you.
I literally drive up to you. You're not going to do anything.
Oh, I'm going to do something to it. You just wait.
Right then. I'll drive closer. Oh, ow. So much pain.
Oh, you stop right there, damn it. I'm gonna hurt you. Stop moving forward. I'm going to get you. Somehow, some way here.
Oh, you damaged the gun. You can still do that, yeah.
You're damn right I damaged the gun. I told you I was going to... Now what you need is to hit, like, the hatch.
Commander killed, yeah.
Yep, hit the hatch. You hit the hatch, you have a chance for it to go inside. Now, unfortunately, they're only AP rounds, but if it was APHE, you might do something inside.
Would you say you've showed off a lot of the M3 League?
But look how fast this thing reloads and stuff. I mean,
in this,
there you go, gun's gone.
You broke the gun, but all I'm saying, against something like a KV, you're going to struggle. Like, it can literally go right. I don't think it can even pen point blank. You can try.
Yeah, oh shit, went sideways there. Hold on.
Try it.
Okay, you're good right there. Take me 2 hours to turn. Oh yeah.
I did pen. Fair enough. Side, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Was that the turret though?
No, that was I went underneath the track. Under the track. Oh, I got not penetration on the sides. I can do.
Yeah, I got through. That's pretty good.
Yeah, anything underneath the track, I'm pretty well good to cause damage here. Now it's
I would
a matter
say
of how far.
In that situation, obviously,
that's the front there.
The KV would smack you back, but yeah, it's pretty impressive how strong that hull gun is compared to the Char B2. Do you remember the Char B2? It was like 30 mils pen.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only other thing I'd say is, can I get the vitals? It would be like...
Yeah, hull broken.
Yeah.
Who's shooting? No, it's this guy. Just kill him.
Just being a dick.
Use the machine gun.
Machine gun? Oh, we'll go like this here.
Bring it!
Fire at will.
Oh!
This is pretty cool. I'm just letting it do its thing. I want to see how it's gonna... I want to see... Look at that. So real quick, one of the things that I had an issue with the SMK, and I do wonder about it being with the M3 Lee, is that both cannons would not fire, or the Browning would not fire. This is one of the biggest issues. So one of the things right now, like, okay, so what we have going on, we have 6 guys. I want to see the MG, that top turret, do something too. Because right now it's not doing anything. Can you move your soldiers? Like
Sorry,
have them
dude, I
run
was just
around.
talking to the family.
Yep, no worries.
You want them to run up?
Because what I want to see is I want to see this actually fire at them.
Yeah, go for it. I'll just be back in 2 minutes, dude.
Yep.
Sorry about this.
Yep, no, you're fine. So as you can see, yep, we're getting that top gun's actually doing things. I want to see all 3 of these doing something. Obviously, the bigger gun is going to have to switch to HE to really do anything. But, like, look how much damage. Look at what it's prioritizing all different facets here. So that's what you want. That's what you want out of your tank. SMK had, if you guys watch my series, you'll know, the SMK was very finicky. It wouldn't use the MG. It'd use the bottom turret here and there. But that was a good showing, actually. I like that that was the case.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. So yeah, and of course you have the Sherman here, but this is the Shermans that we were using prior. So,
Do you want me to show the airstrikes?
yeah, let's do the airstrike. That was one of the other things, guys. The airstrike is a different radius now. It's actually got a bigger radius of an explosion.
I'll do the 50 kg one on the M3 Elite.
Yep. Actually, let's.
Going to.
Or actually, no, yeah, we'll keep it right there.
Oh, I'm just coming this way.
Okay, we'll watch this thing. So in the past, when they dropped the bombs, it would just be like a very small radius and you'd go straight up into the sky. So this should actually blast outwards.
Pretty
Okay,
good.
fair enough. Yeah, for a 50. For a
on the
50k.
Sherman.
Yep.
Well, it did it's completely crippled, you know, so that's pretty strong. I think the 250 is the big one. The big change.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Yeah, the 250 is the big bomb.
The big lad. Oh,
Yep.
machine under it.
Okay.
Oh. I think the water took some exposure, but it still took.
Yeah, let's try the explosion outside. I'm gonna put the Sherman by the T-34.
Yeah, I'll just. Oh.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. I think your commander's dead.
Oh shit, that's right. That's right. He is. Alright, I'll get another.
No.
It's alright. We got one last thing we want to show you guys.
So that's coming in.
Okay. Here we go. We'll watch this last thing, and then we have one last thing to show. And we'll finish up with the Germans. Oh, that's cool. Much better.
Yeah,
oh my gosh. So
that's a lot cooler.
That looks way better.
Did it kill both?
Yeah, it did. Well, actually, this is almost completely destroyed, dude. The Sherman survived. It almost got completely destroyed, but you gotta love that blast effect. So don't use it in the water. Whatever you do, don't use it in the water. Obviously, that's what we've learned here. And then finally, the last thing. If you have the Shermans, the tank commander has the Tommy gun.
Oh, let bring some infantry so you can kill them.
Yeah.
They're on the way. They're on the way.
Yep. No worries.
They'll meet you here.
Hell yeah. That's what I like.
I gotta say though, Ian, the Thompson is that it, like the amount of effort they went through just to add it to the Soviet tank commander, which will probably never get used by anyone, which is really good for him because it's just cool.
Absolutely, dude.
And oh, sorry, I'll stop a minute there.
Okay, here we go. The first showing. The first time I'm hearing it on this, so here we go.
That's good.
Well,
That's good.
what are these guys' health?
About 375. So it's very powerful.
Yep.
So that these are
That little pop, being able to control it is what I really like about this. Like it
these
feels...
these are Brandenburgers as well, so elite troops. It's powerful, very powerful.
Yeah, and actually having that fire, it's very I see you controlling him. You dick. But actually, when you're firing this, that cone doesn't get very big. That's really impressive.
Is it a 50 round drum?
Yep, it's 50 round. So.
that's mental.
So, yep, that's gonna do it there for the Thompson, man. So
that's brilliant. That is yeah, it looks beautiful.
Okay. Well, how about this? Let's go with this. Give me your final thoughts on the stuff that we've looked at today.
Bear in mind, content update free. I know people say, "Oh, it's developing," but it's completely free. So they didn't have to add any new vehicles to content update 5, and they chose to, and they did that for number 4 and 3. I think all of them. So I don't think you can knock Barbwire Studios for that, because I know obviously the DLC will get a lot more stuff, but you're getting about 12 or 14 new vehicles for nothing. Mm-hmm. So they could have just added the fixes and said, there you go. But the fact that they're giving us some brand new vehicles for nothing, I think is quite decent, personally.
Oh yeah, the vehicles that they did bring in are definitely a quality improvement. But
I thought the walking Stuka would be DLC only, because they showed it in the DLC.
Yeah.
So the fact that they've allowed some of these things in the main game is, I think it's really good of them.
Yeah, and so not only that, I would say he's a dick. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about with the MG42. That thing's disgusting. Okay, but anyways, besides that, I would say this. All the stuff is free. Yes, it's great. I think that there needs to be some refining. If you go watch the other videos, guys, we talk about the actual tech tree and how it's making it there. More content is great. That's what we want. But there's got to be some help to that research tree, because it does become a bit much, especially depending on how long you're playing.
It's become bloated.
Yeah.
And I think you might have mentioned this ages ago, so I think this is Puggo's idea, but I'm going to steal it now.
Yeah, go for it.
About having it, like, basically, so it's like, say Conquest is 30 days, very long Conquest. Every 6 days, another phase opens up, so I have 5 phases. So phase 1, early war, phase 2, early to mid, phase 3, mid to late. And have it on the historical things. And even though people say, oh, that'd be OP because the Germans get flak 88 straight away, the Russians would get the KV. So you'd actually unlock things over time. And it means you can't rush to things like an IS-2. At the same time, as you play the Conquest, everything's unlocked. So you don't have to think, oh, if I go down the IS-2 line, I can't get the artillery. You can have both once you get to that kind of point in the game. And it would make you also use early war stuff and mid-war stuff. As we all know, as the Germans, you always race to the Tiger because you need it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it actually caused you to go, oh, wait a minute, I'm not going to get a Tiger tank until like early to mid-war, let's say day 18. So you have to think, right, how can I use the Panzer III, Panzer IV stews to actually beat the Russians? So I think unless we do something like that, the research tree is just going to get more bloated. But hopefully the US factions tree is a lot better thought out, because they're going to have, 80 or 90 vehicles?
Well, and I think to what you're saying right there is, like, I think the US is going to be really attractive to start with, just because of the fact that it's not bloated yet. Like, here, we're going to get down the road with more DLCs, and then that tech tree is going to be a little more rough. It's going to become a little more problematic and stuff, as we're seeing with some of these other factions now. But
as we mentioned in the other video, go on the workshop, get the unlimited research points if you're brand new to the game. So you'll still have the difficulty of winning the Conquest, but you'll be able to get any unit you want.
Yeah.
I think because otherwise, I'll tell you, you've played a lot of Conquest, I've played Conquest where I've still never used some of the units in Conquest. I've never used them in Editor because I've never been able to unlock everything.
Right. Yeah. No, that's same thing.
I think I've played 900 hours this game now.
Well, see,
so I've played 900.
For me, it's like a lot of the units that I used were over the last 2 years, about a year and a half ago. So, like, coming back to it, like the Katusha used to be incredibly inaccurate. And now it's like way more accurate, way more devastating. They've done such a great job reworking it. So, like, there's that. But yeah, again, so I think the US is going to be the powerhouse. They're going to be the ones that people want to use the most. You may say, well, oh yeah, but the Germans have all this cool equipment. Yeah, sure. I'm not saying no to that. But to get,
I think the US. Oh, sorry.
But no, but to get the Germans and stuff, you're going to have, to get any of the tanks, to get to the Tigers and stuff, man, it's going to be a freaking slog. You're going to be using a lot of the same tanks or similar tanks.
The Americans are going to have they've got the best. I personally think the Shermans. I know people say T-34, but the Sherman, once it's up, comes better. But the real thing about the Americans will be the M1 Garand and the amount of automatic weapons they have.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The infantry with M1 Garand will just be filthy. 3 or 4 squads of that, the amount of fire they'll be able to drop out, and then The only thing I think the Americans will struggle with is, like you said, they have the Persian, but they don't really have any heavy tanks. So when the Tigers come out, the King Tigers come out, they are just better than the Persian. Same with the IS-2, but you do have things like the Sherman Jumbo and the outgun Sherman and the Sherman, is it the Zippo with the flamethrower?
Yep. Yeah.
So the Shermans are basically a Swiss Army knife. You can do everything with it, and I think it's I imagine if you also the infantry, you can have the paratroopers, the bazooka, you can have all sorts of stuff.
Right. All right, guys, so with that, that's going to do it for the Update 5. Now, I know there's a lot of other things that we didn't go over, but for the most part, this is what's, I think, I don't know, things that we've noticed the most that are going to be a big impact, you know, actual logistic mechanics, the aesthetic of what they've added to the free LC, you know what I'm saying? So, any final thoughts with that, then, now that we've explored it all?
I think, it's a good content update, and obviously they also made the actual menu of Conquest look a bit cleaner, which obviously Puggo will probably show anyway. So the writing's a bit cleaner, the maps, on Conquest when you're picking the map and stuff.
Yeah,
it's the screen's a bit more clear, looks a bit better. But I think it's a good content update, and it's nice that they've also added a lot of skins and stuff and just general upgrades ready for the DLC, which hopefully will also be brilliant.
Yeah. So just a little thoughts and stuff. I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
And, I think the new maps, the DLC Western Front maps will be the biggest change.
Goodness.
That'll be huge, because not in a nasty way. I get a bit bored of fighting over like little concrete buildings and shacks like that. It's gonna be nice to see some French towns and villages.
Right. Absolutely. All right. Well, with that being said, guys, thanks for coming out. Don't forget to check out Sir Jellybean's channel.
Don't do it.
Give him that sub. Don't listen to him say not to.
Don't do it.
He's too humble. He's too kind. So
just make 10 profiles, sub to Puggo 10 times, watch all these videos for 100 hours.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, thanks guys for coming out, and we will see you in the next episode.
Sayonara.